Hey guys, it's Amy. Welcome to Become Your Own Favorite Chef. The other night I was eating out with some friends and my friend said she wanted just the plain marinara on her pasta. Plain marinara, that's unacceptable. Your marinara sauce for spaghetti or any other type of dish should be flavorful, delicious, something that you crave. And I've got the recipe for that. So today I'm going to teach you how to make easy, homemade, amazing marinara that's perfect for spaghetti. That's what I'm making tonight. So let's get started. Okay, the first step, we're going to start off our sauce with lots of flavor before we even talk about the tomatoes. So I want you to do a couple tablespoons of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, in a big saucepan. I'm going to make a lot of sauce because I love leftover pastas and spaghettis. They seem to just get better with time. So I'm using a big old pot here. I've got my pan on medium-high heat. It's been warming up for a couple minutes. And what I've done here is I've chopped a full large yellow onion and I've chopped 2 zucchinis, and they're all about the same size. The reason I'm doing the onion is for flavor. The reason I'm doing the zucchinis, which is optional, is just to sneak in some veggies. Those of you that have kids at home, the zucchini, they don't have a strong flavor. They hardly have a strong texture even after it's cooked down. It's just an excellent way to sneak in some extra nutrition. So that's why I always include zucchini when I'm making some marinara sauce. We're going to let this cook down with the oil just for a couple minutes until it starts to soften, and then we'll add a couple other ingredients. Alright, you can see that our veggies are starting to soften up just a little bit. So what I'm going to do next is add a lot of garlic. I've minced up a 1/3 cup of garlic. This can be fresh garlic. It can be pre-minced from the store. And I know it sounds like a lot. It's really not for as much sauce as we're going to make. And garlic, it just gives a really, really nice flavor to marinara sauce. Nothing too overpowering. And then to that, we need to add herbs. I love a good herby marinara. Really gives lots of flavor. So before we add our tomato sauce, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of dried basil. Now if you've got fresh herbs, that's even better, but you're going to have to use a little bit more. Dried herbs are much more potent than fresh herbs. So 2 teaspoons basil, 2 teaspoons of parsley. I love both of these herbs. However, if you know my show, you know I teach you, be your own favorite chef. If you know you don't like these herbs and you like another herb better, use whatever herbs you would like. And then I want just a little bit of thyme, so I'm going to do maybe half of 1 teaspoon. Nothing too much. Thyme gives it a lighter, almost a lemony flavor. It's kind of refreshing. Oh my gosh, I can smell those herbs. It smells amazing. We also need a little bit of salt, so I'm going to do about a half a teaspoon of salt. We also need about a half a teaspoon of pepper, black ground pepper. And then I like a little bit of heat. Now this is not going to be a spicy marinara because I'm not going to add too much heat, but a little heat. This is ground red pepper. Really just gives it a little bit of flavor. So I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of ground red pepper as well. Once all those spices are added, we can go ahead and add our tomatoes. Now if you've got your own fresh garden of tomatoes, I'm jealous, but you can make homemade tomato sauce out of canned. I've got crushed tomatoes that have been peeled. And a lot of people like the texture of this in a sauce. You've got a little bit of tomato left there. That's really nice. If you're not big on a few tomato chunks in your sauce, you can always blend this with a hand mixer or an actual blender and make it a very pure, smooth puree whenever you're finished with it. And I've got 3 28-ounce cans here. Told you I want a lot of pasta sauce. And the final step, just kind of stir this up, and we're going to add 2 dried bay leaves. These are something we're going to take out before we eat it later on. Just gives it a quick stir. Turn your heat down. I'm going to put this on medium-low heat. Put the lid on, and I'm going to let this baby cook for about an hour. So lid on, and in an hour, we'll give her a taste. Okay, it's been an hour since we started cooking our sauce together. What that time has done is allow all those flavors to incorporate and really come out. At this point, we're going to taste it, see if we need to add any extra salt or anything. Wow, that's really good. I can definitely taste a little bit of onion, and I can definitely taste the heat of the cayenne or the ground red pepper. But I think it needs a little more salt, and I'm a huge fan of garlic salt, so if you don't like garlic salt, you can just add another half teaspoon or so of regular, but I'm going to go with the garlic salt because I really like the flavor of it. Just going to add about a half a teaspoon of that. Stir that up. And this is perfect marinara sauce, ready for a lasagna or any kind of other dish. However, I'm making spaghetti tonight, and I'm a meat eater, so in the meantime I went ahead and cooked some ground turkey meat. Now, turkey meat's healthy, that's why I'm using it. If you want to use some lean ground beef or regular ground beef, that's awesome, that's perfect. Since I am doing turkey meat, and turkey meat doesn't have as much flavor as ground beef, what I did was I added about 4 ounces or 1 regular size sausage of regular sausage, just to give it a little extra flavor and a little bit of fattiness there. I just seared those off here. I drained the grease, and you can see that it's fully cooked. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my sauce. This is just going to give a really good meaty flavor to our marinara. And I'm going to let this sauce cook with the meat in it for another 10 minutes or so, just so all those flavors incorporate, and we'll be ready to go ahead and make our spaghetti and try it out. Oh, one more thing. Take out your bay leaves. Almost forgot, you don't want to eat that. Okay, so I know this looks kind of funky, but I made homemade spinach spaghetti, so it's green. Obviously you can use whatever kind of pasta you like, but I do want to point out, I never just take noodles and then pour the sauce on top. I always put my noodles in my saucepan, and that really allows them to soak up all that pasta flavor and just be delicious. So let's give it a taste test with my funky green noodles. Hot. Oh my gosh. That is certainly not bland at all. It's a little herby. I can taste the Italian herbs, the parsley and the basil and the bay leaf. Oh man, and I can feel that onion and garlic. The salt's perfect. It's just so delicious. You'll never think that plain old marinara is plain ever again, I promise. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.